this is the final leg of the Leicestershire Round. I started doing the Leicestershire Round, I think it was back in 2020, just before the start of the lockdown actually. So obviously that was like 5 years ago when I started, and I've done it doing a series of circular walks, right? So starting in one point, doing a circle, finishing back at the same point, and then at the far end of the circle, that was where I, roughly speaking, would start my next leg from. And I've worked my way round, and this is the last one, and I thought a good place to kind of finish would be in and around the area of Leicestershire's most famous battleground. So on this walk we thought we'd review what we think are the top 10 sections of the Leicestershire Round. So not just the top 10 sections, but the top 10 circular routes that we would recommend for you to do as being showcasing the most spectacular parts of the Leicestershire countryside, or at least the parts that are located along the round. There he is, blue ball, English of the third.
Please turn me till the message plays.
So the Leicestershire Round itself was formed by the Footpath Association in Leicestershire Footpath Association in 1987 to celebrate its centenary year. and it is 100 miles all the way round. It encircles the city. So as we look to rejoin the Leicestershire Round on our final stretch, we thought it would be a good time to talk about the top 10 walks, circular walks that you can do on the Leicestershire Round, or the ones that we thought to be the most interesting. Number 10 is over at Hobie in northeast kind of Leicestershire, kind of mountain way. Hobie, I don't know if it's Hobie or Hobby, but anyway, it's a really nice pub there called the Bluebell Inn. It's definitely one of the nicest pubs that I came across on the Leicestershire Round, with a lovely garden that overlooks it's just a very nice view, overlooking kind of like the Reek Valley, because the walk takes in a lot of the Reek Valley, which is really nice. There's also a really lovely mill kind of just east of Thrussington. You also go by Brooksby Hall, which is nice. The farming college, you walk through that as well, which is a bit not the best part of the walk, to be honest, but it's a walk worth doing, and definitely seek out the Bluebell pub. Number 9 on the list is Mount Sorrel to Swithland Reservoir, and then along to Quorn, and then back to Mount Sorrel. Lovely Swithland Reservoir. Although you are walking along the road, which is not the best, it's still a lovely walk. And Gumbo's gone into some bush or some stream. Lovely walk, and you go past the old waterworks there, which is really interesting. And then there's a path that takes you back to Quorn, which is a really beautiful path along a stream. The worst part of the walk there is the walk back to Castle Hill at Mount Sorrel, where you start. Kind of goes past the quarry and along the road a bit, but it's a good walk and well worth seeing, particularly for the reservoir and the walk back to Quorn through the woods, which is lovely. Number 8 is over at Dunton Bassett, and it's a long walk, Dunton Bassett to Claybrook Grange, roughly speaking, and back again. Some happy memories for me. I think it was during lockdown. I went with my 2 children, my dog of course, Gumbo. We had a really nice day out. It's a really varied walk. Say a little bit long, but well worth it. Good varied countryside around there, and it was a beautiful sunny day, which always helps. Number 7 is Stanton under Barden to Bagworth, again over in the west side of the county. Bagworth, fascinating place with its mining history. The walk takes you through lots of woodland, lots and lots of woodland. A lot of it is along the National Forest Way, and it also takes in the lovely Thornton Reservoir. Again, it was a really beautiful day. Just Gumbo, myself and my wife, and we had a really nice day out. Happy memories again. So we're now at Market Bosworth Country Park. There's the Leicestershire Round symbol. We wind our way through here. Used to come here a lot when I was a kid for like family picnics. So happy memories. Don't come over here hardly ever now. So remember it well though. It's a bit breezy. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. Anyway, moving on with our top 10. Number 6. Number 6 is over at Bradgate Park. Starts at Hunt's Hill car park and winds its way down across Bradgate Park, which is of course the crown jewel of Leicestershire really, and then you turn right into Newtown Linford and head through some lovely woods, John's Lee Wood, where I remember camping as a scout, and then back through all the way over to Markfield really, and then back from Markfield through again lovely woodland, and then back up across Bradgate Park to the start. Yeah, a really nice walk, that one. Number 6 on our list. Number 5 on our list is Laund Abbey. So Laund Abbey, lots of rolling hills around that sort of eastern side of Leicestershire. Quite exhilarating walking. You can also take in Laund Big Wood, which is a Wildlife Trust site, and Laund Abbey was the place that Thomas Cromwell dreamed of, but sadly never got to live there as he was executed in 1540. So Laund Abbey at number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is my local walk, close to where I live. So this is Foxton Locks, Gumley, Saddington, walk all around that area. Something for everybody on this walk. So you start off in Foxton Village, walk down into Foxton Locks, and then up to Gumley, and then from Gumley you walk along the top of the hill, a sort of a hillside walk, and then down through the sort of river valley just south of Saddington, and then retrace your steps back to your start at Foxton. Yeah, great walk. Do it all the time, or bits and pieces of it, if not the whole thing. Yeah, great countryside around there. Number 3. Number 3 is this area. So there's a couple of great walks either side of well, let's say Sutton Wharf and Sutton Cheney. This one's good, but I think that the southern walk is probably slightly better. So you start at Sutton Wharf, which is has a lovely riverside, canal side cafe and bar. Really nice, and then you head on up to where we were earlier, the Battlefield Heritage Centre, and again over Ambion Hill, down past the Shenton Railway, and then back through some really lovely woodland and villages, beautiful villages around there. Otherwise you could do this north side, the Market Bosworth side, which has also been a great walk today, but I think I prefer that other aspect, the southern part of the walk. So great countryside though, this area of north west Leicestershire. Number 2. Number 2 is magnificent. Number 2 is Borough on the Hill. You'll do this walk and you'll think, am I in the Peak District? Am I in the Lake District without the lakes? I mean, but still really great walk, really varied, lots of woodland, hilly, very hilly. One of the hills is like that, up to the Iron Age borough on the hill fort itself. It's a really spectacular sight. If you've never been to Borough on the Hill, I really wholeheartedly recommend that walk. There isn't, I don't think there is a bad bit on that walk at all. It's just all great. So Borough on the Hill, highly recommend that one. Number 1 on the list, really close between this one and Borough on the Hill really, but again, very happy memories. My family and I out on a walk, beautiful day, and just a fantastic area. And this is Woodhouse Eaves. Woodhouse Eaves, start at the Wheatsheaf Inn, work your way up through the village, beginning parts, and then you're going to cross over through Lingdale Golf Course. Be careful a little bit there that you don't get lost, as I seem to remember we got off the path a bit. And then you wind your way up to Bradgate Park, again Hunts Hill, where we were on an earlier walk, but this time instead of going sort of down the hill towards Newtown Linford, we're going to go left, which brings you into Swidland Woods, and your beautiful walk through Swidland Woods and back to the delightful Wheatsheaf Inn to finish off. So those are my top 10 circular walks on the Leicestershire Round. So Gumbo's finally found. Oh, there you go. That's more like it, isn't it? Hey? That looks nice. Very cooling for you. That's lucky, aren't you? A reward for you for doing the Leicestershire Round as well. Good girl. Good girl. Probably don't know what, about 300 miles with all the different circular walks. Fittest dog in Leicestershire. A couple of other gems just that didn't quite make the top 10. Bagworth to Nailston, again this side Leicestershire, really nice walk, and then also beyond that the village of Shackerston, with its lovely railway station, beautiful Shackerston. And then it would be remiss of me to not mention another one local to me, the Caudle, the Langtons Caudle. In places really beautiful, and gets a bit muddy. All the cows kind of trample through there at times, and it's not always the best, but it is a great walk nevertheless. Alright, so hope you've enjoyed our top 10 circular walks on Leicestershire Round, and we'll see you next time.